Now let's understand the another topic of nuclear physics, and it is very important, and that is nuclear reaction. Now in IIT JEE and other entrance examinations, we have questions based on this topic. So we'll have to go very slowly about nuclear reaction, and we have to understand the intricacies of nuclear reactions and the related term. Now we know chemical reaction, so similarly we have a nuclear reaction. In fact, there is no difference between chemical reaction and nuclear reaction. The fundamental difference is, in chemical reaction it is the outermost electrons which are mainly participating in the show, that we are calling it reaction. Similarly, in nucleus, that is in nuclear reaction, it is nucleus that takes part in the show. And there is one more difference, and there is a myth among students and teachers also, that nuclear energy is different from chemical energy. No, there is no difference of nuclear energy and chemical energy. The difference is only of quantity. Now when electrons are participating in the reaction, the corresponding mass defect, that is a loss of mass, is very less, and from Einstein's very famous Einstein's mass energy equivalence relation, that is E is equal to delta mc square, we get a very small value of energy, and it is of order of electron volt. Whereas when nucleus is taking part in the reaction, which we are terming it as nuclear reaction, the corresponding loss of mass is very high, and using Einstein's mass energy equivalence relation, we get a very large value, that is, and it is of order of mega electron volt or million electron volt. So that's the only difference between chemical energy and nuclear energy. So I repeat, students, again, in chemical reaction it is electrons which participate, and there is a very comparatively less loss of mass, and we get energy of order of electron volt. Whereas in case of nuclear reaction, where nucleus is taking part in the reaction, the loss of mass is comparatively more, and the energies we obtain of order of million electron volt. Fundamentally there is no difference. Now let's move into details of nuclear reaction. A radioactive substance breaks up by emitting radiation. The daughter nucleus left behind has different physical and chemical properties, and it is assigned a new place in the periodic table. Thus, radioactivity is the phenomenon by which a substance gets converted into another one. This change can be brought about by artificial method, by bombarding a given nucleus with some radiation. The particles constituting the incident radiation must possess sufficient kinetic energy so as to penetrate into the given nucleus. As they enter the given nucleus, a compound nucleus is formed, which is generally unstable. The compound nucleus then breaks up to produce nucleus by emitting radiation. This process, which we are calling it a nuclear reaction, can be schematically represented as I plus T, giving a compound nucleus which is unstable, giving us a product P and outgoing radiation. So here I refers incoming radiation or particle, T refers the target nucleus, P refers the product nucleus, and sometimes we call it a daughter nucleus also, and O refers the outgoing radiation or particle. This is the general scheme of nuclear reaction. Now when I say general, we are simply confining ourselves to the type of nuclear reactions which are categorically asked in IIT JEE entrance examination and other entrance examination at 10+2 level. Now this nuclear reaction has a very short representation. We write the target nucleus, then we put a bracket, and we write the incoming particle or the incoming radiation I, comma, we write O, that is outgoing particle or the radiation, bracket close, then we have product nucleus. Now this is a short representation of nuclear reaction. Now most of the nuclear reactions, that is where IIT JEE is interested and we are interested in, will proceed through formation of compound nucleus. And this compound nucleus is unstable and it splits into product nucleus and outgoing radiation or particle. This is the fundamental mechanism we will accept at our level. Let's take up one example and let's see what happens when nitrogen 14 is bombarded with a stream of alpha particles. Now alpha particles are nothing but doubly ionized helium atom. So let's look at this reaction. Now this is a nuclear reaction. Here the changes are being taking place at nuclear level, that's why we call it nuclear reaction. So let's look at this reaction. Now in this reaction, when nitrogen is bombarded with alpha particle, so we get fluorine 18 as a compound nucleus, and this being unstable and it splits into oxygen 17 and proton as a outgoing particle. Now we see that in this reaction nitrogen 14 gets converted into oxygen 17 due to bombardment with alpha particle. Definitely this is a nuclear reaction, and also orbital electrons have no contribution in it. Now this can have a very short representation also. We can write nitrogen 14 and then in bracket we can write alpha comma proton bracket close oxygen 17.